You've done a lot of work and a lot of coaching. 80% of who you are was formed by the time you're 7 years old. Most of you are walking around here with an iPhone 1. Mindset. It's scary, right? Most of the people you meet on a daily basis are pretty much their 7-year-old self. I call them grown infants. They're physically mature, but they haven't done the internal work. The internal work that you're in here doing right now in this room. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the equation to update to the latest and greatest technology, the technology in your brain. So guys, here's the equation. Clarity divided by confidence plus power times finish equals undeniable. If you truly want to become an expert, here's your equation how to do it. So let's break this out. Clarity. This is a quote from Seneca. If a man knows not which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Another way of saying that, the hell good is a GPS if you don't put in a destination? Clarity is one of the biggest problems I see with 95% of the clients I work with. I sit down with them day one. Hey bro, what do you want? I'm like, really? You hired me. Gotta want something. What do you want? What do you want your business to look like? What do you want your life to look like? How many of you have actually sat down and written out what you want your life and business to look like? Not just a business plan, but what does a life plan look like? What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want to experience in the world? Where do I want to give back? What do I want, and how clear can I make that picture? I'm not going to beat this dead horse. Why do I want it? But my question for you is this: when you're writing your why statement, does your why statement actually cause an emotional stir in you? Or is it more just words that you're putting on paper? When I think of my why statement, and I think hard enough about it, it almost brings me to tears. It's on my bracelet, it's on a chain I wear around my neck. I remind myself every damn day why I work so hard, why I do the things I do. And if yours isn't that powerful, guys, you need to reformulate it. How many of you are spending every day getting better at your craft? See, as small business owners and as entrepreneurs, we often start drowning in the priorities of our business. And we get to the point where all we're doing is putting out fires instead of getting better. One of the questions I always ask myself is, how can I become more effective and efficient? When I'm working with a client, when I'm working with a company, how can I become more effective and efficient at what I do? Always looking at ways to get better. Practice the white belt mentality. Anybody done martial arts? Got a few people? The first day you walk into a martial arts studio, they give you a white belt, you're excited as hell, and you're ready to learn. But do we keep that white belt mentality as we get a brown belt, as we get a green belt, and as we get a black belt? Most of us don't. Most of us get into our business and we're like, I got this, I'm good. No, you have to keep that white belt mentality as you're progressing through business. Every single day, are you holding yourself accountable? When you say you're gonna do something, and that personal integrity thing we talked about earlier, are you holding yourself accountable to that? Do you have a punish reward system in your life? Every single one of my entrepreneurs, I put in a punish reward system for them. A way to hold themselves accountable. Epictetus said this: how long are you gonna wait before you demand the best of yourself? And the reason I put this quote here is the best of yourself is gonna require you to finish what you started. In this world right now, we have a big problem with immediate gratification. Magic pills, the next coach, the next marketing plan, the next guru, they're gonna solve all my problems and I need it right now, right? We start doing radio ads, and if day one we don't get a new lead, we're like, oh shit, this ain't working. I need something new. I need to go social media advertising now. How many of you have a great relationship with finishing what you start? In the world of entrepreneurism, in the world of owning a business, being able to finish is the great separator, because no one's doing it these days. There's so many people out there starting businesses, and yes, we all know the stats on businesses failing. But I often believe it's because people aren't willing to push through the hard times. They're not willing to go through the lean periods to see the revenue on the other side of that. They're not willing to suck it up. Like we were talking about earlier, embracing the suck, right? That's what Navy SEALs say. They're not willing to embrace the struggle to see what's on the other side of that. Your ability to finish things is a muscle that you can train. You have to dial in your intrinsic motivators. This is a big part of finishing. The intrinsic motivators, we talked about it earlier. You know, your why is tapping into your intrinsic motivators. Here's the big three that I look at: hunger, perseverance, and purpose. Hunger is simply your curiosity and passion for what you do. How many of you wake up every day curious about ways to improve your business and it gets you excited? Not from a pain point of view, but from an excitement point of view. How many of you ask yourself every day, like, God, things are good, but how can I make it better? How can I find new ways to draw attention to my business? How can I find a new way to meet my clients' needs better? Guys, one of the beautiful things about hunger and passion is there's no limits to human potential. We have no clue how far we can push our capacity as human beings, because every time we think we do, someone else proves us wrong. Every time we think something's impossible, someone proves to us that it actually isn't possible. And damn, that gets me excited every day.